I know in Zambia it's morning, you are just waking up, but I want to respond to the propaganda that has been going around relating to the body. You know, we are in a political season, but all we are discussing is the body. And these people, like you have seen, they create falsehood, they come up with lies, and they turn around on the same lies. You know, it's like when a picula lelo balande fi mailo baisa pilen baisa lande fi no body na iluba next no government na send the body next bakabesha has confirmed now send the body next bakabesha na bakana tabakwete body next government is saying now they don't want the body. They have stolen the parts. That's why they don't want the body, because they have stolen the parts. Now government has changed. Government wants the body. Government position has been consistent. They have never changed on the position. There have never been contradiction. They have always stated that all they want is to bury Edgar Chagwalungu as a former head of state in a dignified manner, befitting a former head of state. That's what they have said. There is nothing like nothing. It is all about dignifying a former head of state. Now, so all these things that they're saying, no, Bakabesha has filed in court that they want a body. What Bakabesha did, it's nothing extraordinary. Bakabesha is simply responding to an ex parte injunction. I did explain in my previous address. I spoke about the ex parte, and just to refresh your memory, I will play what I said in my previous broadcast on the ex parte, and then I'm sure you will make sense with the current development, whereby government has simply responded to an ex parte. I'll come and explain further this issue at 20 hours. I'll come and explain further at 20 hours. For now, I want you to watch what I said in my previous broadcast, where I was explaining about the ex parte. I hope you understand. We'll talk at 20 hours. Bye for now. You quickly, Makebi came in quickly now, got a court order. When they got the court order, what were you saying? You were saying, no, the court has told them to bring back the body. The court has told them, the Supreme Court has told them. Now, Makebi Zulu was saying that. Makebi Zulu was purporting that he got an order from the Supreme Court. That no, the matter is still in court. And the court has told them to bring back the body. And they have been told why, they have been questioned why they shouldn't be cited for contempt. The case had collapsed. And Makebi Zulu did not get that injunction from the Supreme Court. Because the Supreme Court could not give an injunction over a matter that was not before them. It is the High Court. Makebi Zulu went to the High Court, to another court. That is where he got an injunction. Well, that is where he got an injunction, an ex parte injunction. An ex parte injunction. An ex parte injunction. What this injunction means, what this order means. You see, orders are gotten in this way. If, for example, myself, I hear that my house in Zambia, somebody wants to sell it. Somebody wants to sell my house in Zambia, for example. I'm just giving an example. If somebody wants to sell my house in Zambia, I can instruct my lawyer to say, quickly, get an injunction and tell the court not to sell so that my house is not sold. My lawyer will go before a judge and argue and say, there is somebody who wants to sell Mr. Tayari's house. And Mr. Tayari is saying, no, he doesn't owe this person any money. He doesn't owe this person any money. So please stop this person from selling the house. The court, if you show, what all you need to show is that yes, it is your house, okay? And you have to show that yes, there is somebody who wants to sell the house. Just these two. Just these two. You simply have to show that it is your house, and then you have to show the evidence that yes, there is somebody who wants to sell the house. And based on that, the court will issue an order to say the house should not be sold. Not that there was the other person will be called. No. It is simply evidence to show. So what Makebi Zulu did, Makebi Zulu went to court with the order where the body was released, okay, to say the body has been released, because they were told that the body has been released. So they went with the evidence to say the body has been released. And the other evidence that he brought the evidence of court documents to say there is this matter in the Supreme Court. He didn't tell the court to say the matter in the Supreme Court has collapsed. All he showed documents. He showed documents of the body being released, and he showed documents of the matter which is in court. But he didn't tell them that the case had collapsed. Based on that, they were given an injunction. They were given an injunction. And that is when they said on 21st May, it is a return date where now the Zambian government will respond, the Zambian government and the South African government, all those that he sued. They cited the Minister of Home Affairs, the Minister of Internal whatever, they cited it. So all those people now, they will respond. They were not there when Makebi's lawyers were getting that injunction. They were not there. So they got an injunction to say, take back the body. Take back the body. That is what that is the injunction. In the High Court, not in the Supreme Court. But the propaganda that has been going on is that the injunction was from the Supreme Court. The injunction creating an impression that the case had not collapsed. That the case is still in the Supreme Court. And yet, the case was not in the Supreme Court. The case is not in the Supreme Court. Even as I'm talking, the case is not in the Supreme Court. What is in the Supreme Court are the documents of Makebi Zulu pleading with the Supreme Court to say, please, reinstate my case. Bring back my case. The case has collapsed. That is what is there. The injunction is in the High Court, another court, which doesn't know about the collapse in the Supreme Court. They don't know. Because Makebi Zulu didn't tell them. So, what you should be expecting is a ruling from this High Court. Because now, the South African government and the Zambian government, they will explain to say, we got the body because these people failed to prosecute their case. That is what they will be saying. And then, on the Supreme Court will have to rule whether they will bring back that case to be active so that the appeal can continue or not. But in terms of how the body was handled, there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong. Whatever they are telling you are lies. The truth of the matter is this: the case collapsed. The body was released. The South African government were investigating. They took the body. Before the Zambian government could repatriate it, the Zambian government could not repatriate the body without the South African government concluding on their investigations. These are the facts. Now, Zambian government has done the post-mortem. Zambian government never did a post-mortem. They never did. No, they are missing body parts. There are no body parts which are missing. There are no body parts which are missing. Boofed.